I'm here with Art Edstrom and Ron Wikso, the founders of Bitvibe.com. And guys, tell us what Bitvibe is all about.
Okay, well, Bitvibe is an online marketplace for digital content, any kind of digital content. The obvious things like audio, video, graphics, and all those sort of things, but also beyond that, the components that make those things up. So it could be, sound effects. It could be a template that somebody might use in After Effects or Photoshop, or a WordPress template or Flash template, or anything that's a digital file. Could even be presets or actions that somebody might run through a Photoshop batch process or anything like that. And the idea is that people can repurpose work that they're already doing. So, when you're inside of a production, maybe you're working in Pro Tools or one of these programs, there's lots of things that you're creating inside that production inside the project besides the end result.
Yeah, it might not be the final product, but you can use it, and somebody else might be interested in it.
Somebody else can get value from that. So, maybe you're like me. I'm not really great in Photoshop. I can do a few things, but it'd be great if I had some other stuff that somebody could make my workflow easier and make my end product better.
It sort of sounds like Etsy for production professionals in the digital world. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's a really good model in that we're not necessarily handmade goods.
No, we're not at all.
But yeah, it's a great model. It allows people that are creative to be able to buy products that have been created by others that are digital products, and also be able to make those and have a place to be able to sell them in the marketplace.
What was the genesis of it? Like, where did this come from?
Well, I'm a business guy, and Ron's a professional musician, and I, as a hobbyist, I'm a musician. I'd like to write songs and stuff like that, but I'm really just an enthusiast. Well, I'd written some songs and, kind of demoed up some things, and I was like, well, my kind of rock pop music that I write, that I wanted to have a really good drummer play on it. And I was living in Milwaukee at the time, and so I went into Google and typed in pro drummer or something like that, and one of the search results was Ron. And I looked at his bio, and I was like, holy cow, he's played with Foreigner and David Lee Roth and toured with Cher and all these people that are big, world pro.
And there's your pro drummer.
And I was like, I think he can probably handle playing on my songs. And so I emailed him, because there was no real system for doing that. I just emailed him, and so he ended up ultimately playing drums on my tracks, and mailed the CDs back and forth. And
So how do you make that process easier, right?
yeah, well, we just started thinking about, isn't it interesting that I would never have met him, otherwise I might have gone and seen him playing in concert, but I'm just in a different in different circles. I just don't know guys like him before the internet, and so the marketplace seed of the marketplace concept came out of that.
Our little tagline is making your creative life easier, and that's kind of the deal. We want to get this all worked into people's workflow.